holds just north of 80,000, and they have come out in very good numbers today at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Dallas Cowboys and the Washington Commanders. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Now ETN to start the drive. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
11 empty paint. 11 empty paint. 12. 11 empty.
Here's Burrow. And he rifles one incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
11 mighty. 11.
Now Burrow. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 22. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Here we go.
Hands it off out of the gun. Room here to run. And he's going to get this all the way down to the 2 before he's wrestled out. 63 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Well, we have seen some rookie running backs come in and have a big impact year 1. And this guy would certainly fit that bill as that was one heck of a run there. Right back to him on first down. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll try to run this one in. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The Commanders' defense looking for a stop here. It's 3rd and goal. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh, yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
On the double.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Cowboys' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. A short kick taken at the 18. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go, here we go.
They go play action with Burrow. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Another try after the first down sack. Burrow on the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
This is brought in at the 21. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Okay, ready?
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now a handoff looking right. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense?
Yeah, yikes. Terrible kick, headed straight for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Here we go.
Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Get set.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go. Empty. 11 mighty.
Throwing on 2nd down. Burrow. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. Touchdown. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run in the open field, but if there were, he silenced those thoughts there. Extra point put through by Boswell, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fields this way up at the 17.
The Cowboys make over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Ready. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the #1 goal? Make the playoffs. #2, win your division. #3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the #1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. They nearly sprung him that time as he takes us all the way down to the 37. The 71 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And past the 30 down to about the 27. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
2nd and 1. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Commanders are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
11. 11, Thomas.
Burrow from his own end zone. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential, but when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
11. 11, MT, take.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Burrow into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right, it felt like a matter of...
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have moved out in front. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. From the 10. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Here we go.
2nd and 15.
12, 12, 12. 11 MT, 11 MT.
Now it's Burrow. ETN bringing in another one. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
And they'll use him out of the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd and 1, Burrow. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Here we go, here we go.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there.
Here we go.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. ETN up the middle. And some room to roam now. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
11 Thomas. 12, 12, 12.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
11, 11, 11. 11 MT tank. 11 MT tank.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Burrow. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Defensive end, DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
11 MT. 11 mighty. 11 mighty.
Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
11 MT tank. 11 MT tank. 11 MT tank. 11.
Burrow going to keep it on the sneak. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Here we go, here we go.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. They'll try and run. This is Robinson. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. And now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. This Cowboy defense trying to hold him out of the end zone. They've run it to 3rd and goal.
MT, 11.
Now it's Burrow. Flushed out right. This is caught. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. It'll be a gain of 3 on what should be the final play of this first half. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens.
Here we go. 11. 11, Thomas. 12. 11.
4th down. Here's Joe Burrow. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. A great open field tackle that's going to stop him shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And this Cowboy defense comes up with a goal line stand. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And a short kick taken at about the 16.
The Cowboys make over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them too.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Ready?
On second down, they'll run it here. And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. 38. 145 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Ready.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. And now here's a carry heading left. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Ready?
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. 19-yard line. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
Let's go. Yellow, line. Switch, yellow. Ready.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches.
And that's why you spend a first-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
A nice display of powerful running, but it takes him only to the 7. He's dropped there.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Ready up. Ready.
They'll go with a keeper. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Commanders come through with a 4th down stand.
Here we go.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Here we go.
We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
11. 11 MT paint. 11 MT paint.
On 2nd and 7, Burrow. And that is incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Whoa.
On third down, Burrow. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 30-yard line.
11.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. But the passing windows are just not there. And that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
12.
From the gun on third down is Burrow. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's get set. 11. 11 MT paint. 11, 12.
Here we go. It's Burrow on fourth down. Able to connect with Dotson. And he is going to have a Washington first down. They didn't get a lot, but they do convert on fourth. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
11. 11 Thomas.
And Burrow going to throw again. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On second down, a run with Etienne. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
11 stop.
On first down, right back to Etienne. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11.
12.
Burrow looking to pass. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
11 MT paint. 12. MC. 11 MC. 11 mighty. 11 mighty. 11 11. 11 11 11.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Yeah, that one going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the fourth down.
Here we go. Thomas. 12, 12, 12.
Burrow going for it on fourth. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 33. So they'll come on 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, go steal.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Got to figure now after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take
I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 181 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 41-yard line.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Now a handoff as they run left side. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to get this all the way down to Washington's 7-yard line. It's a gain of 34. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Well, 3 scores in this game. I think that deserves some type of a broad gesture. I know in hockey, that's called a hat trick, and people throw their hats out on the ice. What about us? What can we do for this guy?
Well, if I'm his teammates, I'm buying him a little steak dinner tonight, right? At least a skirt steak, probably a filet.
Oh, you're going big. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, skirt at minimum, filet at maximum.
You can't give the guy a skirt steak.
That's true. Filet, 10 ounce, 16 ounce.
Porterhouse.
Fine.
Commander in 7. Kaimi Fairbairn set to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. From the 10. And they're going to have poor starting field position as he's out of bounds at his 10-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here we go.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember, last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. And he will stop the clock here as he's out of bounds with the first down. 24 seconds remaining. 17 yards that time and a Washington first.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
11.
To throw, Burrow. And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'm guaranteeing he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Micah Parsons in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
Here we go.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it's just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Cowboys, they climb to 6-2 on the year as they close in on the midpoint of this 17-game schedule. And they will head home next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Commanders, the turnaround hasn't materialized as they fall to 2-7. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns.